Hi, I'm Carla.
And I'm Ashley with Pointe Realty. Today's informative topic is all about mortgages.
So, like Ashley was saying, today we are going to talk about mortgages. We did talk about it a little bit in one of our first videos, I believe. So we wanted to maybe get a little bit more in the weeds, but there are certain things we can't talk about.
Correct.
So that's going to be like APR and interest rates and things such as that. Mortgage lenders are allowed to talk about that, but we actually
Cannot.
We can't talk about it at all. So just real quickly, conventional loans is what most people think they have to get, and that's typically the 20% down. We hear people all the time say, I need to save more money, I need to save more money. And it's awesome if you can put a substantial amount of money down. It makes our job easier.
It does.
But that doesn't mean that you can't buy a home if you don't have a lot of money to put down. So the conventional loans are kind of what people already know about. Then you have several government-backed loans, USDA, FHA, and VA. VA is pretty easy. It's for veterans, so you are eligible for that if you are active duty or retired military. Then there is an FHA loan, which is typically 3.5% down. It's a great option if you got a little bit of money saved, but don't have a ton of money. And then a USDA is actually 100% financed, but it is going to have some restrictions on the location that you can live, because the design of that loan is to encourage home ownership in rural areas across the United States. But I do need to point out just very briefly, USDA, FHA, VA, they are going to have some restrictions on the overall types of conditions of loans, or condition of homes, that you can have. And they kind of need to be move-in ready. So a few of those things are going to be like lead paint.
The central heating and air.
Yep, that's a big one.
Roof, the age of the roof.
Right. And flooring, like it has to have flooring throughout the home.
And there can't be any unfinished rooms.
Yep.
That's a big one. So if you wish to sell your house and you have like 2 or 3 rooms that are kind of demoed out just because you're trying to quick sell and maybe you're just in a position where you have to, that home that you're trying to sell might have some restrictions on what kind of mortgages will qualify to purchase.
Exactly. So in saying that, I think one of the things that we always want to do is encourage home ownership.
For sure, yeah.
And we certainly don't want to ever put someone in a position where they're buying a home that they really can't afford.
Yes.
But we also know that in today's market, with what rental rates are, it's really unrealistic to expect for someone to have 20% saved up. And if we could fit you into a loan or match you with a lender who can fit you into a loan, that's little to no money down, and that money that you do have saved up could be used towards closing costs. That can be something that's really beneficial to your home ownership and building your overall wealth. So one of the things I also want to point out is that a lot of banks offer down payment assistance. So, it's not going to be every bank, but you can find some, and there is money set aside to assist with either your down payment, but it can also be used for closing cost.
Correct.
So if you don't have quite enough money and you meet those guidelines, you could potentially get, I don't want to call it free money, but you could get some assistance to be able to move forward with a home purchase, which is really awesome. I think the sort of last thing is just to keep in mind, there are going to be guidelines for each loan. For the federal loans, there are going to be guidelines that the banks have to meet, but then some banks add even more guidelines to protect their assets. So it's really important to reach out to us.
And as always, if you have any questions, like she said, reach out to us and we can definitely guide you to the right person or the right lender to provide you even more specific information about what loans you would qualify for. And they can also provide you the month-to-month look, how it's going to look month-to-month, and then how it's going to look as a whole to really give you both perspectives on what you're going to pay.
Yep, because what you're paying monthly on your mortgage is probably right now less than rent.
Really.
So with that, I would just say, give us a call, reach out, shoot us a text. We're happy to connect you with a local lender to get you what you need.
Thank you so much for watching this video. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell to be notified of our new videos every week. Also, follow us on our social media or head to our website at www.newpointrealty.com. Thank you for tuning in to this week's video with New Point Realty.
Where house meets home.